Hello again, everyone. Welcome back, learners. Today we are diving into the world of Microsoft Word, and we want to master the art of page formatting, right? Specifically for this video, we're going to be focusing on your margins and your orientation. So grab your notepad, grab your laptops, and let's get started. So let's begin by talking about your margins. So your margin is that space between the text, right, and the edge of the page. Now we have four margins. We have your bottom margin, right? We have your top margin. We have your left and your right margin, right? They ensure that the contents look neat and organized on your page. Now let's go to how it is that you adjust your margin. So we move to the layout tab, and here you will find margins. Of course, there may be a list of margins that are there that you can choose from. But if you want to set your own margins, whether it is that you were required to set a specific margin or out of preference, right? We select margin, then we move down to custom margins. Here it gives you the option of changing your top, your bottom, your left, and your right margins. Alright, so let's say I change this to a 1.5. Alright, and as you see, my text look a bit more compact, are more drawn into the center. That is because the margin, that space between my text and the edge of the page, has become much wider, right? So remember, when you're adjusting your margin, you must consider certain factors. So for example, readability, right? And printing requirements. If it is too close to the edge of the page, you may realize that some of your work will not be printed, right? If it is too compact, then we're going to have a problem because there's more information in the middle and we have more unnecessary pages that we don't need, all right? So now we're going to move on to your page orientation. Now, page orientation will determine the direction in which the content is printed on your page. So currently, I am using the portrait orientation, right? If I go to layout and I select orientation, you'll realize there are two main types of orientation. There's portrait and there is landscape, right? If I select landscape, you'll realize that my page looks a bit longer, right? Or wider, sorry. If I select portrait, you'll realize my page becomes a bit longer. So your orientation may determine or may be decided based on what it is you're trying to do. If you're writing a letter, portrait. If you're designing a flyer, then you may want to decide to use landscape. All right. Now, that's all for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell